Hello everyone, and welcome to another exciting video of my VGC challenges. Today is the same team as I had yesterday, albeit a little bit laggier. I don't know why. Hopefully that clears up, but in the meantime, we'll just try and play through and see how it goes. So I see someone else has had the same idea as me in trying to play the Mega Rayquaza Kyogre team with a grass type, and I don't know if I've stumbled on a really cool core or if it was already happening and I didn't know, but either way, we're gonna play it out here. So, man, how do I beat myself? I guess you play... I'm gonna lead Rayquaza, Landorus. That seems to be a really strong option for this team. And we're gonna try... I think you have to bring... If I'm me, I have to bring the Ludicolo because it challenges everything pretty well. And... I'm gonna try the Aegislash. So... That lead's not too bad. I think I'm just gonna Mega Evolve and try and beat down the Landorus here. I'll go for the Rock Slide as well. Landorus can't do too many things that are threatening to me, and unfortunately I am gonna give it a bonus here with the wind coming up. But in the end, that's really not going to be that big of a deal. My Rock Slide went first, and he's a very hefty Landorus. That's interesting. And the opposing Landorus used Rock Slide. Doesn't deal much damage at all, and I flinched. That's a shame. And it's also still weird seeing that this Landorus, or not the Landorus, the Mega Rayquaza, despite being a jolly one, is still the slowest thing on the board. Hopefully that gets a little better. We're just going to do the same thing again. Try and get the most damage off that I can. Maybe get a flinch. He sets up another Tailwind. He's still faster than me, even after the Mega Evolution. And I flinched again. Man, this match is not going my way so far. And with that wind, life is going to get really hard. I don't want to bring in my Ludicolo, but I kind of have to. No, I don't. I'm going to bring Aegislash, and I'm going to drop the Rock Slide again. See if I can't catch him doing something foolish. But at this point, I think I've had too many small issues. And in the end, this Rayquaza build isn't quite as good as I really want. Simply just because I don't think I've optimized it well. But that's something I can always just look into later on. Hopefully I don't flinch here. I miss the Landorus, I deal some damage to that Crobat, and I get my leftovers recovery, so sweet. Next play out of the gate is going to have to be dealing with the opposing Landorus, and I'm going to try and save my Intimidate. Oh, shoot. That's unfortunate. And a good play on his part. So maybe... Man, what can I do here? I don't want to bring my Landorus back in to get that Intimidate. And I still have to beat his, but I have my Ludicolo, and that's not really a big issue. If he still has his own Rayquaza, then I'm kind of hurting, and I want the Intimidate later. But Aegislash, I think, should do a good job against Rayquaza, because it's physical attack. So I have to do that, and I'm just going to try and get this Crobat off the board. Which turns into Landorus, so... Well played by my opponent here. He's doing a really good job. The Extreme Speed goes off, doesn't do much anything. And the Double Edge goes into my own Rayquaza, which lives, surprisingly. And the opposing Tailwind has now petered out. If I remember right, Yeah, my Landorus does go first, but my Landorus doesn't deal enough damage to get rid of him, and both characters are in Sucker Punch KO range. I'm gonna gamble that he tries to go for my Rayquaza. Oh! His Kangaskhan has Protect! That's really unique. And if I had just gone for the Rock Slide, I'd be in a much better position, unfortunately. That hurts. And that's why the damage on this Landorus is so underwhelming. On my cartridge, I'm playing Landorus with a Choice Band, not a Choice Scarf. And I think the Choice Band is overall better. So I have to go for the Fake Out. Oh, do I really? I don't think I do. I'm gonna shoot... The Fake Out's not gonna kill it anyway. I'm gonna shoot the Ice Beam. Go for this substitute. Okay. That works. And the Ferrothorn is his last one, so he opted to not bring either legendary to the fight. Cool. And the last thing to come out... So now I know he has that Landorus in the back, and his Landorus beats my Aegislash. My Ludicolo is going to get faked out here. So what can my Aegislash do to help? I gotta beat the Ferrothorn at some point. I think we're just gonna double up into this Kangaskhan. I'm not really worried about a Ferrothorn because it can't beat my Aegislash. And I guess he could knock off, but I'm going to be getting... Yeah, we're just gonna play it out like this. He goes for the double edge into my Ludicolo. That was smart. But you might die from this Flash Cannon here. Which you do. Cool. And you get the Iron Head. It does get rid of that. I heal from my leftovers. And now your Landorus comes in, gets an Intimidate, but it doesn't matter because he's Scarf Landorus. I'm going to King Shield. And you can either Earthquake yourself, at which point I really just need to survive. Oh, I need to survive more than just one. That's unfortunate. And the Thunder Wave! Wow, I didn't see that coming. Okay, so now I think I lost. Because I have to shoot... It really doesn't matter what I attack with. Yeah, he protects to not take any more Earthquake damage. I might survive one. Yeah, I do. And if I'm not stunned, I get rid of the Landorus. Okay. That's cool. By revealing that, I wonder if he has... I don't think he'll have Leech Seed, because his last move is more than likely Power Whip. We're both leftovers. This is going to be hard. I'm going to King Shield. He goes for another Thunder Wave, so as to not injure himself. I heal, he heals, and now let's just do damage. The Iron Head goes out, it really doesn't do much of anything. I flinched, so this match is kind of ridiculous. I guess I could have taken advantage of the play there by Shadow Balling into the Ferrothorn. And at this point in the game, you gotta think about the timer if you're in a tournament. Because we have been going at it for a little while now. I think there'd still be time to make a couple plays. But it would come down to the wire. See, he made the prediction that I wouldn't go for the safe play again. So now his attack is even worse. So as long as he doesn't flinch me to death, my Aegislash can out-heal him. If I got a stat drop, that would be amazing, but I didn't. And we're gonna gamble on the Shadow Ball play again. Let's see if I get a little too deep for him here, or if he's just gonna keep trying to go for the Iron Head. Even so, I don't think the Iron Head will kill me, and he's gonna keep leftovers recovering. I'm gonna keep leftovers recovering, and in the end, I'm really just banking on Shadow Ball KOs. Or Shadow Ball stat drops to get KOs. Which sucks. Aha! He throws his own Protect. Nice. And he heals, and I heal. And this match is so slow. But I still have I have plenty of Shadow Balls left in the bank. And I really don't see any purpose to change what I'm doing. See, now if I don't get stunned... Ow! Damn it. Trying to get nice and bold here. Now I'm going to play the King's Shield, see if I can't drop his attack one more time. Granted, half the attack on something that's already dealing very negligible damage is nice. So, cutting it to, what, a third, I think, is the next drop after 2, if he does choose to aggressively target me. He still hasn't revealed his last attack either. Iron Head, Protect, Thunder Wave, and he never did anything else. If he had Leech Seed, he would have used it, and I would have forfeited already. Yeah, Iron Head, Thunder Wave, Protect, and probably Power Whip is the last one. So I got him again there. So now I think I can almost always stay in Blade form, and I just have to play for the stat drops. Oh no, actually what I should do is I didn't think about the paralysis coming in. I thought I might be leech seeded right now, which I guess still doesn't change the fact that I should have set up the substitute, but the Ferrothorn always moved faster than me anyway, so the sub wouldn't have mattered. If I put the substitute up, he's gonna have a heck of a time trying to beat it. So, you know what, we're gonna go for that, I think. We're gonna set up the sub to cut our chance of flinching. Because of his 33% attack, his Iron Head is doing just almost nothing. And I'm interested to see which steel type is going to clutch the game out. Oh, this match is ridiculous in and of itself, but I understand why he hasn't given up. He might still have an out. See, it worked. Now if I don't... Dang it! This is just not panning out. I really want this substitute. There we go. So now he can no longer super flinch me. I can keep healing. Oh, but I'm stunned. He just is gonna try and... I'm not quite sure what he's trying to wear me out of. Because I'm still the one that can deal damage. If this had timed out, I probably wouldn't have gone for that. I would have tried to play the conservative play. And I guess in this meta, that could be a good thing to know, knowing how much life my Aegislash has versus a Ferrothorn. Because that could be the definition on the tiebreaker. And there goes my Shadow Ball. Ah, that's what I needed. Those are what I've been playing for, the special DE drops. Because now my damage is going to start surpassing him. There we go, there we go. It took a long time, but we win. I probably could have sped that up by trying to go for the, crud. That's a bother. I just need to land one more Shadow Ball and it's game. But like I was trying to say, I could have sped up the process by getting the substitute out sooner, but I needed to hope that he misplayed into Iron Heading me and having his attack drop so that my substitute can stay out for forever like this, even though I'm in Blade form. Truth be told, it's probably going to go down pretty soon. And he can keep Protect stalling. But as soon as my next Shadow Ball connects, he's dead. Stunned, a Protect, a stun, a Protect. Well, it might not have been the most thrilling match, But it's a good example of never giving up. I don't know what's taking him so long. I'm just going to start the timer now. So he can't stall me out. Yeah, I haven't had a game take this long and go this deep in quite some time. As it turns out, Aegislash is the better Pokemon over Ferrothorn. Who knew? Once again, if he had Leech Seed, I'd have died. Because he'd have been getting double recovery. Setting up the substitute would not have been an option. So Thunder Wave from him versus versus Leech Seed, a very bad call. It was cool to see the almost mirror match though. I like the idea of the Crobat and the Tailwind. Personally, I'm thinking of putting a Thundurus on in exchange for my Aegislash and maybe changing out my Mega Kangaskhan, but that still remains to be seen. I'm not totally sold on it yet. And I mostly really just want it for the taunt aspect. But, you know, maybe I'll play that one out next time. I'm not sure. Hey, my substitute finally died. I get the Shadow Ball, and I win the game. It only took 29 rounds. That's ridiculous. But I clutched it out, and yeah, I'm gonna make this video just its own highlight. So awesome. For those of you who made it this long, like I said, never quit.